The presidents of Benin, Niger, and Guinea-Bissau arrived at the Aso Rock Villa on Tuesday to visit their Nigerian counterparts Bola Tinubu. Presidents Patrice Talon of Benin, Mohamed Bazoum of Niger, and Umaru Embalo of Guinea-Bissau were received by Tinubu at the forecourt of the presidential villa, Abuja. Soon afterwards, he led the West African leaders into a private section at his office. While the specific agenda of Tuesday's meeting is not yet public, it comes barely 9 days after President Tinubu assumed the chairmanship of the Authority of Heads of State of the Economic Community of West African States. The Osun State Governor Ademola Adeleke will on Wednesday swear in his newly appointed commissioners. The Chief of Staff to Olagushoye Oyinlola, former Governor of Osun State, Festus Adeyemo, and 2 commissioners that served in the state's cabinet during the tenure of ex-governor Rauf Aregbesola, alongside 22 others, were unveiled as commissioner nominees by the State House of Assembly. The Speaker, Adewale Egbedun, read the names as contained in the letter sent to the lawmakers by Adeleke at the plenary on July 7th. The 2 members of Aregbesola's cabinet that made the list are Kolapo Alimi, who served as Commissioner for Local Government and Chieftaincy Affairs, and Mr. B. Odunlade, who was Special Advisor and later Commissioner for Sport. Also listed is the widow of late Senator Isiaka Adeleke, the elder brother of the incumbent governor, Mrs. Folashade Adeleke. Justice Inyang Ekwo of the Federal High Court Abuja has fixed July 21st for the arraignment of a former Minister of Aviation, Stella Oduah. Stella Oduah is to stand trial alongside 8 others on a 25-count charge bordering on alleged conspiracy, money laundering, and maintaining an anonymous bank account. At the last hearing, Justice Ekwo had ordered the EFCC to arrest some persons over a threat to his life. He said the individual had sent text messages to his phone advising him against the trial of the defendant. At the resumed hearing, counsel to EFCC Hassan Liman told the court that the commission had carried out an investigation and was able to trace the identity of the person via the telephone number. Some constitutional and human rights lawyers have filed a contempt charge and commenced committal proceedings against the Director General of the Department of State Services, Yusuf Bichi. The move against Bichi, according to the lawyers, is a result of a violation of multiple judgments and orders of courts directing the release of the suspended Central Bank of Nigeria Governor Godwin Emefiele from the custody of the agency. Led by Maxwell Okpara and Ahmed Tijani, the lawyers are praying that the court commits Bichi to prison until he purges himself of the contempt. In their motion filed before the court for the issuing of Form 48 and Form 49, which are the forms to commence proceedings to commit a contempt to prison, the lawyers said by the judgments and orders by Justice Emi Hassan, Justice Amza Muhazu, and Justice Bello Kawu, the DSS DG ought to have released Emefiele from detention. It is their disposition that despite the clear and positive orders of Justice Azan, the DSS still went ahead to arrest and detain Emefiele and has so detained him for well over a month while stopping or shopping for evidence which does not exist. The Chief of Defense Staff, General Christopher Musa, has pledged to involve Nigerians in the fight against insecurity in the country. This is just as he said that armed forces will drive the onslaught against insecurity in line with the laws of the land. General Musa also identified the thematic focus of his leadership to include people-centric, truth welfare, and interagency collaboration. The CDS disclosed this when he appeared for screening before the House of Representatives Ad hoc Committee on Screening of Service Chiefs on Monday. The new service chiefs were earlier screened last week by the Senate following the appointment by President Bola Tinubu. And moving on, a non-governmental organization, the Aegis of Center for Human and Socio-Economic Rights, has called on the Nigerian police to investigate the alleged murder of the youth leader of Ojomu community in Adiro land, Sheriff Salami. The human rights group alleged that despite conscious efforts put in by the members of the family to ensure the perpetrators are arrested, the police has been silent on the issue. Omolara Adebayo has details.
Men and ladies of the press, Civil society stakeholders under the platform of Center for Human and Socio-Economic Rights, CHSR, once again addressed the media on the situation in Ojomu community, Ajironland. Some of you will recall we drew the attention of the media to the case of gruesome murder of a leader of the youth in Ojomu community, late Mr. Sheriff Ishola Salami, at Moba Town, adjacent Ajiron, on Tuesday, 18th of April 2023.
Briefing newsmen in Lagos, the leader of the Center of Human and Socio-Economic Rights, Comrade Alex Omatenche, said it is disappointing to note that since April 18, 2023, when the ugly incident that led to the loss of life of youth leader of Ojomu community, Mr. Sharif Salami, the Nigerian police has paid deaf ears to the issue. He said concerned indigents of the community and the immediate family of the deceased are demanding diligent investigation to unravel the masterminds and accomplices. Comrade Omotenche says several petitions and complaints have been made to necessary police authorities with no avail.
We had highlighted the murder of Mr. Sheriff Ishola Salami in our previously petition to the immediate past Inspector General of Police, Mr. Alkali Baba, and we will forward another letter to the new IGP as a follow-up to this press briefing.
Other members of groups said such acts of murder, if not properly investigated and justice served, can be seen as source of encouragement to criminals.
For people like us, we go for long-distance race. I want to say we will never be tired. We will match them with action and activities from time to time until when what is to be done is to be done.
We cannot be saying because somebody has been changed from one table to another that the course of investigation must be tampered with.
The situation today is that nothing has been done, and you can be rest assured that if we don't add our voices to this demand, nothing will be done. It was a distress call that we received from the family, immediate family of the person that was. And these are the kind of things that happens in the Banana Republic. That somebody, in a broad daylight, some people just commit crime and they go away. So if they do this, that means they can also do any other, to anybody. And this has been our tradition even right from the military era that look, when something like this happens, we demand justice.
The group threatened to take the police to court if nothing is done urgently. Omolara Adebayo reporting for iBrandTV News.